Right. Thank you for those of you who are joining on the live. As I said, today we'll be talking about Hinduism need to be scanned. I am standing here to speak on this idea as an Indian with the freedom of speech that I have, looking around my country as a person who had taken a pledge ever since I was a child that India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. Having said that for so many years and looking around and seeing the death toll that is rising and hearing doctors saying for hosting Kumbh Mela, is it stupidity which has led them to host the huge event called Kumbh Mela with 3.5 million people. I read an alarming article this morning that said when they have tested 600 people who had gone to Kumbh Mela, 99% of them being infected with COVID-19. Can you understand the calamity that is there? Many people are now concerned on where this country is going to end up, right? In spite of all of these things, yes, there is a pain, there is suffering, there are people dying, so much is happening. It's also time, I think, that we shift our focus to important things, to talk about important stuff, right? When issues like Twin Towers in US was destroyed, people began to question Islam. People began to talk about Islam. The same stand I'm taking today, saying it is time to scan Hinduism. It is time to scan Hinduism. Our silence should not destroy our own nation that we are living in, right? Our strength is our population. Many people might see India's population as a weakness, as a burden or a liability. But I see the population of India as a strength. 1.3 billion people are not liability. They are not our weakness. They are our strength. If country like US having 300 million people can achieve so much, India, country that has 6 times more population than US, we should be achieving more 6 times than what US has achieved in their short span of time. In 300, 400 years, that's where they had reached. I am speaking all of this as a native Indian, a person who has love for my country, concern for my country, on what is happening today. It is so sad to see PM stands up and supports Kumbh Mela. And medical doctors say that is stupidity. Stupidity, right? Supporting an event like that, hosting political rallies which is costing people. People who have gone to Kumbh Mela now coming into other states, especially Delhi, where so much destruction is happening, human life is being lost, right? I think it is time for every person who has brain in India begin to ask questions and begin to speak about this country. I'm sure many are doing in this country, but I think it is time that we get to the root of the problem and say, let's scan this religion. Can we? When we can scan Islam and separate the extremist group from the regular Islam, why not Hinduism? If Christianity does this, I believe we should even scan Christianity. Whoever is taking the extreme steps must be confronted. I think that's the responsibility of every citizen, because what is happening by this belief system is costing the human life, my friend. It's not costing just money. It is costing human beings, life of the people in this country. And I think Mr. Pichai, I think the CEO of Google or somebody, Pichai is saying worse days are still coming ahead for India, right? Is it not time that we confront this religion? Is it stupidity that's moving people? How long can this be tolerated? can there be confrontation based on the social justice that should take place in this country? I think it is time that everyone begins to revolt and begin to ask hard questions to see that the roots of this belief system are exposed, so that this whatever that is damaging country will not be forwarded to the next generation. Every concerned citizen must take the stand to see this sort of murders basically will not repeat again in this country, right? Hinduism, one of the greatest religions, if I respect, would be definitely Hinduism. There are a lot of good things in this religion that has sustained the community, that has sustained relationships, and a lot of good things definitely are there. Definitely are there. Growing up in India, I love a lot of festivals that are celebrated by the Hindu community. I myself have a lot of my friends are from Hindu community. If not 80 to 90%, if not 70% are my friends are good Hindus. Definitely yes. But when we keep our nation first, if we keep India as a primary object, betterment of our country as a primary object, I think it is time that we begin to ask hard questions. Are these beliefs that are there, have they helped this country? Have they helped this country? I was told, we in India had technology thousands of years back to build temples in the middle of rivers, to appease our goddesses and gods so that they would not come out to destroy our crops. But we have failed to come up with construction of dams, reservoirs, until the British government came into this India. The whole change of mindset. Only when they came in, they brought in these dams which have preserved the water and then sustain the crops that are feeding the people. We did have the technology back then, but our belief system was just making us to come up with different stuff, build temples, but starve people. I think it is time in 21st century we begin to ask questions as the science has also emerged, developed. The world has gone so far even to colonize. We in India still going to Kumbh Mela at the time of pandemic like this and paying the price with our own countrymen, my friend. Is it not bad? Is it not heartening for every citizen? Is it not time to ask questions? A highly intellectual person like, I'm not saying, I'm saying very, very clear. If it is not helping the country, let's throw this out. I am very direct. Whoever you may be a priest, you may be a Hindu religious scholar, or you may be a hardcore fanatic who is practicing the Hinduism for centuries, high caste Brahmin, whoever you may be. My question as an Indian, I'm talking to you, my friend, if it is not helping my country, can we talk about throwing it out? You want to kill me? It's okay, fine. But I'm still talking to you, my friend. I'm still talking because it is costing the people's lives. No, did not the Christianity killed people? Yes, it did. Has Islam damaged people? Yes, it did. But over the centuries, people began to reform these false religious beliefs, whereas they have arrived at a place that these religions have turned to become a blessing. Yes, Christians conducted crusades that had killed many Muslims, but they don't do it today. Even if they're doing today, it is punishable crime. We exalt democracy. We exalt constitution. We are law-abiding citizens in this country. Our country is first for us. I even go on to say, further I say, I don't bother about the God that I don't see. I am only concerned about the fellow human being that I see in front of me. I would like to do anything possible to see the fellow human being is advanced. If a God who is not seen is not helping me to take care of my fellow human being in front of me, let's throw that God out of this country, even if it is Christian God, right? I believe it is very important. It is high time that we really talk about these issues and throw away everything that doesn't help the fellow human being, right? Science is advanced so much already. Of course, science doesn't have all the answers. Science is limited in what he can say. But I believe it is time Hinduism has to be reformed. If it is not useful for the country, it is time that we throw it out. It is time that we talk about it. It is not time that we remain silent about it. You know, movies are made questioning. Ambedkar revolted against it and left this religion. Buddha before Christ itself has left this religion. But, you know, this religion definitely has a lot of great things that we need to learn from. You know, there's one thing that, you know, Pitru Devo Bhava. You know, you take care of your parent like God. But how many mothers are dying today on Delhi streets? What about them? Because of a religious move that was made during a pandemic? Are there not mothers that, you know, Hindu sees God in the creation? See, let's talk about it. You see God in the creation, but how far is it scientific? My question is this helping us? We saw God in the river, so we built temple. We worshipped the river. We never saw the river to feed people until this white man came to India. Why there is problem there? We never saw water as water. We saw water as goddess, and we only worshipped them for thousands of years while people are starving. You know the average lifespan of Indian before the independence, my friend. It should destroy you when I say this. 29 years. 29 years people were living in India. 30 years. That's the average lifespan of an Indian in India. This is worse than African countries, my friend. Today, African countries, there are some parts of African country, it is 50 years, 55 years, 45 years. We were worse than them before the independence. 29 years, 30 years, people living. The majority of people were worshipping, living as Hindus then. What is the religion of Hinduism has done for the country of, I know a lot of people, lot of you may be, so upset, you have anger up to neck when I'm talking. But you have a brain, I'm asking you, who is responsible for all the deaths that are happening in India today? Do you still have it? You call them, Matru Deva Bhava, Pitru Deva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava, Sarvajanami Sukhno Bhavantu or something, right? You want but how about our own people? You move them to take a dip at the pandemic. Who made those decisions? And no, they are not made by Muslims. They are not made by Christians. They were made by the people who believed the Hinduism. Right? Pandemic has Prime Minister came out and then apologized to the country, or any of the leaders who gave those permission, the measures that were put in there, the shallow measures that were put in there in Kumbh Mela. My friend, imagine if what is stated today, 99% of these people were infected out of 600 people that they have done testing. If that is the fact, then what is going to happen in India? Are we not? Who is responsible for all this? See, my question is, how many generations should go before we confront this? Why do we, that's why I said in my title, I said it is time we scan Hinduism. I am talking as an Indian here. Why are we afraid of scanning? Scan Hinduism. If it is the brightest thing in the whole world, it will be shown. Why do we hesitate to be scanned? Why should we be afraid of the scanning? There was one Hindu priest, I saw a video today I think, he was saying, we have so many gods in India. People can worship whatever they like. One can worship whatever the deity they can. But in Christianity, you have to just take only one God, and then if you don't go through Him, then then you end up wherever it is, right? That's what There's only one thing He was saying. I have an answer for that, my friend. 2 plus 2 is 4. That will be only one thing. It will not be 5 in one place, or you can change it however you like it. And it is written there, in our constitution, it says, Satyameva Jayati, which means the truth will win. So the truth will always be the truth. If the Hinduism was the truth, let it be scanned. Why are we afraid? I am not only talking about this religion today, which many have revolted and came out. People like Ambedkar, look at his qualifications, my friend. If he had left this, there is only one reason that is sufficient to quit this. You have 5 people living in one house, and one person, you have 5 sons, one of them you call untouchable. Discriminate them. If you consider India as a family, as we've been saying ever since we are children, taking a pledge saying, India is my country, India is my country, right? And all India is like, if it is a family setup, right? If you consider one of your brothers as untouchable, then where is the justice in the family itself? Do you know what is justice? The meaning of justice? A lot of people talk about in India dharma. Do you know what you're talking about? What is dharma? What is dharma? Dharma, is it justice that you treat one of your fellow brother, one of your 5 members, you teach them untouchable? This is what made Ambedkar quit. Is it not sufficient reason to scan this religion? Are we educated? Have we gone to schools? Do we you have a classroom, you treat some of them as, see, they have done something, my goodness. So that's kind of discriminatory system that is there in this country, which is moving this country. Look at how many crimes, how this India was taken back past decade. Look at our economy today. Where are we going to blame all of this? Is economy not important? Look, when you're looking at all these other countries, look at these guys in US. They've been staying there on the top spot, man. Are we not jealous of them? Don't you feel even jealous? We are human beings just like them, right? Are you not jealous? Don't you think that why can't we do that? Who has more people going hungry, my friend? India or the US? Who needs more economy? India or America? I'm not comparing countries here. I'm talking about the facts here. Who needs more money? 1/3 of our country still go hungry. We still live below poverty lines. Who is responsible? What is the religion that is majority of people practice? When the Twin Towers collapsed, whole world pointed at Islam. It is time everybody who is concerned for a fellow human being to rise our voice and begin to point at. Because if we don't confront now, this will just go unscanned. It is time that we confront the culprit so that it is not repeated. People were broken centuries back when they saw a young girl was a living girl being burned with the crops of her old husband, which is called sati, a evil practice that had came out of Hinduism. My friend, people had confronted so that it got reformed, and then there is a law that came out. I would be the happiest person if some of these a permanent laws could come into this country that are taking care of people's lives. There should be laws coming right now in this country that would prevent such a man-made disasters in this country. If people don't speak, if you and I don't speak, Things will remain, continue. They've been continuing for centuries. Nobody has questioned, right? We saw the creation. We saw the river. We said, while people are starving, we worship them. We see the trees. A lot of things, which are, what is helping our economy? We are still at 3 trillion country, right? Compared to other wealthy countries, right? Money is important. Human life is important. Equality is important. Discrimination must go. Nation building is important. Nation cannot continue to stay behind, especially at the cost of human life, my friend. Human life is being costing in this country. See, people starving to death. Why are we afraid to go for a lockdown? We know what has happened in the last lockdown. People, how many people have lost lives, and how the struggle that I went through in this country. It is time, my friend. 1.3 billion people, most of you have gone to school. It is time that we ask a scanning of Hinduism. I am not attacking any personal religious beliefs, but if any religion is not helping the country, fellow human being, it is time that we go down to the root of the problem and ask a scanning. It is important so that these sort of situations are not repeated again, right? What is the Hinduism done to India? Has it enabled us? Has it enabled us to become the most powerful, most prosperous, most greatest country on earth? That's the challenge I think Mr. Modi has taken. But see where the country has been led to. There is a person who is even worshipping the virus of COVID, saying, you see God in the virus also. He's appeasing, please cool down COVID, please cool down COVID. Where are we, my friend? My only concern is the fellow human being. The religion that declared to the world, that said, everybody, Sarva Janami Sukhino Bhavantu. That's what the quotation from the Hindu scriptures. But is that really happening? If that is so, then how do you put 28% of the Indian population who are Dalits outside the community and then call them untouchable? Is that what you're saying, that everybody should be great? It doesn't match what you're saying and what is actually happening. It doesn't help. Where are your values when you're giving permission to Kumbh Mela? Is the human life important to you? If so, then how dare you give permission to host that kind of religious festival during an epidemic like this, after knowing that there is a string 2 is coming into this country? Means, do you really value your values, that you really value human life? If you did it, you would not keep 28% of the population, call them Dalits. If you do that. No, there is a definite problem that exists in India that has to be addressed. It has to be brought under the scrutiny. When Islam was brought to scrutiny, when the Twin Towers, World Trade Towers collapsed, it is time the Hinduism is brought to the scrutiny. The people who had made these decisions to hold these religious festivals, events, must be brought to justice. I even go on to say, if the international community should get involved and say, execute the justice in this land, and say, whoever is responsible must be brought to justice. If Saddam Hussein was brought to justice, why not Indian leaders? Justice must be executed so that these people killing events will not repeat. The most important thing on this planet is not a religious ritual, it is the human life. If I'm wrong, you can do whatever you want to do. For me, I believe if you are a human being, human life is most important. Right? That's why we have banned Sati. That's why there are so many laws that came into this country that have brought the development so far, valuing the human life. I believe we must continue that fight and say anything that is disrupting the human life must be brought to justice. Blind beliefs must be scrutinized. Hinduism must come under scrutiny now, must be scanned in the scientific light, saying, is this belief system helping us? Is this helping the fellow human being? If it is not helping the fellow human being, then I believe it has to be banned. It has to be banned when it is harming the society. I leave those thoughts with you. I will be sharing this video to as many people as possible and will continue to talk. My friend, I am asking you, I am requesting you to continue to share this video. This talk must continue in this nation, that this religion, as this event has surfaced, must be brought to scrutiny, must be scanned. If it is the best thing, we should keep it. If it is not, we need to decide what to do. Thank you for your time. Thank you.